Hello and welcome to the Fat Anorexic channel. I'm Lois and I am your Fat Anorexic. I hope that you are okay with that name. I hope it doesn't bother you. I say it tongue in cheek. It's something that I want to look at and not be bothered by, as that word fat. And so I decided to put them together because right now in my treatment for my anorexia, I am overweight for myself. I've never been as heavy as I am right now. So for me, fat anorexic makes it feel okay because I'm not, but I'm never going to get on here when I'm in a really bad shape and emaciated. I won't do that. I'll put other things up. Like I said in my installment video. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today is manifesting and working on your eating disorder with mindful eating. So mindful eating is a theory. I would encourage you to look it up if you don't know much about it. Mindful eating is on purpose. You're in contact mentally with the shape, the texture, the aroma, the look of your food. And when you take a bite, you check in with your feelings and your emotions, and you try and work forward from there. But mindful eating is trying to relax and be intentional and nourish your body. So for those of us who have an eating disorder, doing that is difficult, or we wouldn't have an eating disorder, right? So mindfulness, for me, it was interesting because we discussed this in group. And I just got back from my Wednesday group. We go 3 days a week. It's intensive outpatient. It's called IOP, Intensive Outpatient Program. And each 3-hour session that we're there, a half hour is spent in the middle on eating together, eating our lunch, a lunch that we have to bring. And then we process how we felt during eating with one another. And if you don't know this and you're just watching this, it's a medically encouraged condition with an eating disorder to eat in company. I've actually even thought about maybe posting some videos that you could play intentionally so that you have someone to talk to or listen to while you are eating, so that you don't feel like you're eating alone. For someone with an eating disorder, mindful eating is easier to do if you're in the presence of others and you can get your mind off of the eating disorder thoughts, like don't eat that. Oh my gosh, if you eat that, you're going to get huge, or it's going to make you sick. You're going to have all kinds of problems, and the panic that can instill with an eating disorder and those thoughts. So mindful eating calms you down. You're intentionally looking at your food. You're intentionally making contact with its texture, its smell, and you're talking yourself through an eating episode. You're getting yourself through the eating episode when you realize you're having these thoughts to intentionally engage with your food and get some into your body for nourishment, because nourishment for someone with an eating disorder is the main component to recovery, is nourishment for the body. So that's our goal, is nourishment. I hope that you find something out online that can better explain on purpose mindful eating. It's something that I would encourage listening to a podcast on. If you can look it up, mindful eating is what you want to look up. And it's something to consider while you're struggling with an eating disorder. If you're not ready to do it, you're not ready to do it. But it is something to think about, and it is part of the eating disorder program that I'm in, to address those feelings, those thoughts. And because what we're doing is trying to learn new skills in the midst of our eating disorder to help ourselves get well and to find recovery. Because you can recover, but it does change your mindset and a way that you think. And changing your thoughts, especially when you're not aware that you're having these thoughts as often as you might be, is life altering. So I want to encourage you to do mindful eating. Give it a try. For myself, putting my head into eating is hard. I can eat better I'm talking or listening to other people talk while I eat, it takes my mind off the anxiety of what I'm eating. So if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. It's something to consider. It's something to roll around in your mind, mindful eating. Give it a try. If it bothers you, don't do it. But it is something that is taught in my eating disorder group, and it's something that is medically proven to help you alter your thoughts. Thank you for joining me today. I'll look forward to our next bite together of information, that is. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.